Today we are on Genesis chapter 14, verse 1. And it came to pass in the days of Amphrael, king of Sennaar, Arachiah, king of Elasar, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of nations. So be prepared, because I'm going to slaughter almost every word in this. This is all talking about all these kings and stuff, and we're just going to skip all that. We're going to go to verse 8. It says, And there went out the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Zebulun, and the king of Bela, and they joined battle with him in the vale of Siddim, with, I can't even begin to announce that, the king of Elam. Yeah, we're skipping all this. If you look at some of the words used here, and the vale of Siddim was full of slime pits, and the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled and fell there, and they that remained fled to the mountains. So whatever happened up here, this battle, it run all the kings out of Sodom and Gomorrah. So pretty much that tells me that the law and order was gone from Sodom and Gomorrah. You take the king out of the picture, and there's nobody left to enforce the laws and stuff. It says, and they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah and all their victuals and went their way. And they took Lot, Abram's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed. And there came one that had escaped, and told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre, the Amorite, brother of Eshcol, and the brother of Aner, and these were confederate with Abram. And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants, born in his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. So Lot had been captured during this civil war or whatever that was going on. I don't know if it was a civil war. Maybe it was just a war between two different cities or whatever. But either way, Lot got captured by him. And when Abram heard, Abram collected all his manservants, which it says was 318. This is almost a city full of manservants. So he went to go get Lot. Verse 15, and he divided himself against them, he and his servants, by night, and smote them, and pursued them unto Hobah, which is on the left side of Damascus. So Abram went in there. He divided them into, it sounds like he divided them into two sets. He went with one, and there was another team, if you will, and they went in by night and killed most of them, and they followed the one that they didn't kill. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought again his brother Lot and his goods, and the women also, and the people. So it wasn't just Lot they took capture. They captured all of them. And the king of Sodom went out to meet him after his return from the slaughter, and the kings that were with him at the valley of Shaveh, which is the king's dale. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine, and he was the priest of the Most High God. And he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abram of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth. And blessed be the Most High God, which hath delivered thine enemies into thy hand, and he gave them tithes of all. And the king of Sodom said unto Abram, Give me the persons, and take the goods to thyself. And Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have lifted up mine hand unto the Lord, the Most High God, the possessor of heaven and earth, that I will not take from a thread even to a shoe lasset, and that I will not take anything that is thine, lest thou shouldest say, I have made Abram rich. So, I guess they're looking to reward Abram for bringing everything and all the people back, I guess, and Abram is against it. I'm assuming that's what it's saying here. So it says, Save only that which the young men have eaten, and the portion of the men which went with me, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre, let them take their portion. So Abram said, the only thing we're going to leave that we took, the only thing we're not giving back to you is the stuff that we've eaten. That's pretty much all that he charged them for. Going there and taking the city of people back was just whatever his people had to eat. Maybe I'm slaughtering this whole thing, but there was a lot to digest, a lot of different kings this and kings that. I mean, the high and the low of this story, I think, is there was a battle between kings and lands, and Lot got in the middle of it. He got captured, and a lot of the townspeople of Sodom were captured as well, the women, the children. And Abram heard about it and went in there and decided, we're going to take it all back. Abram went in with 300 and some people. I'm sure that was a full city worth of people. He went in there almost with a whole nother city and went in under the cover of night when they weren't expecting them and just cleaned house. And it sounds like the king was trying to bless him and give him rewards or whatever, and he pretty much said, I don't need anything. I don't need you going around saying, I built Abram up. I made Abram's life good. He said, the only thing I will take is, the only thing I'll charge you for what I've done is the food that my men eat. So that's what I take away from all this. You're definitely more than, if you can read it all and you get something different from it, let me know. But that's the end of this chapter. We will proceed with the next chapter. I will see you next time.